Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and this is my layout for Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. This is the pin I decided to use, which is a really cute sketch. I love this sketch, and the more I kept going on this page, the more my layout kind of ended up getting away from it. But hopefully you can still see how I pulled in the sketch inspiration. Part of it was I have a different sized and shaped photo, so instead of being like a 3x3 square photo, it's a 4x6 vertical photo, so that already tweaks my proportions a little bit. But I'm trying to start off right away by creating the paper layers that were in that original sketch. I really like how there's a couple square layers layered behind the photo, and because my photo is a rectangle, instead there'll be more rectangular layers. But then I liked how there are some vertical layers coming out from the side. That's a go-to type of layering I like to do anyways, but I really liked what this sketch, like how this sketch in particular did it. And I really like that this sketch included some mixed media. So I'm not even working from a background yet. I don't know what mixed media I'm going to do, but I'm just trying to work with the scraps that I have from this kit left over to piece this together. So I really wanted this floral, multicolor floral to be the main layer, just to pull in and introduce all of those colors. And then of course I had to pull in the light wood grain for another layer, and now I'm just pulling from this floral to pull in a couple more colors, one being that really cute soft pink layer. So I'm just trying to piece this all together. I'm using scraps, so that's another reason this layout ends up looking a little bit different from my original, because I kind of had to work with the shapes of my scraps that I had and just go with it. But I still really like how this page turns out, even though by the end it doesn't look a whole lot like my original inspiration. So this is the base part of my layers. I'm trying to figure out, I want this wood grain to stretch down below the floral paper, so I'm trying to be strategic about where my paper layers are going to be in order to fill in those gaps. One of the things I really wanted to do on this page was pull in the more reddish orange, I guess it's more red, but the red vellum hearts I really wanted to get used up on this page. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to make sure that floral was on here so that color would be introduced. So that's one of my goals for this one. I really wanted to pull in all the red vellum hearts I have left. And I'm just creating a little embellishment cluster here on the blank area of the pink with the big one. That way I know that one's down. And then I pulled in one of the black little labels just to go with that heart, just so it had a little friend. I really like layering things together with these vellum hearts. It looks super cute. So this is kind of the initial layering portion, and then I'm going through my grab bag of 6x6 Felicity Jane pieces because I know I want one more horizontal layer to kind of cover up the wood grain gap that I have from my scraps. So I went in with this black and white heart, and that's just going to be an additional horizontal layer to help fill in kind of where my scraps couldn't reach. But I really like that, and this black and white heart goes with any Felicity Jane collection, so I feel like that's cute. I really kind of need to think about what background I want to put this on. But I was on a roll with how I was layering. This is another layer I decided to add that wasn't in the original sketch, but I just felt like it needed something more substantial coming out horizontally, just because the layers so far were stretched so much more vertically because of the shape of my photo. I wanted to fill it out a little bit. So I'm adding this, I think this is from the Reagan collection, this kind of gray and white lace pattern to either side of my layers as well. So, and then I'm looking at my sketch, and there's a kind of a skinnier, almost like a branding strip, that layer that comes out horizontally. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use ribbon for that. So I'm trying to lay that down and see how I like that. And then I like the introduction of the black. So I decided for my background I'd pull in a black wood grain plank. I don't know if you can tell that it's wood grain, but it's a nice black wood grain plank that I really like. And this is something I haven't done yet with this kit, is pull in black as a background. I've done white, I've done the light wood grain, I've done a dark wood grain. So I think if you haven't already seen it, I've done a pink wood grain. So I like the introduction of the black, so that's what I'm going to do as my background. And then once I kind of layered these bits on here, I was like, I really need to figure out what I want to do for my mixed media. There's this diagonal mixed media going on in my sketch. So once I kind of see where I like my layers, I'm still toying with the ribbon. I end up changing gears and not doing the ribbon at all, but I'm trying to see where my layers are going to be to see where I want the mixed media. And I was thinking about doing mixed media similar to in the sketch, but since I'm now working off of a black background, I really kind of feel like the only mixed media I could do that was in my color scheme was like white paint. And I didn't want it to just be blobs of white paint, so I decided to mix some water with my white acrylic and just do some heavy splattering on the diagonal. So that's why I decided to do from the sketches mixed media instead. I let that dry and now I am gluing down my layers. I really like that. That's really cute. I think the white splatter was just what I needed, even though it's a different kind of mixed media than I was initially going to do. And then once I got that down, I decided not to do the black ribbon, but that I wanted something. So I decided to do black and white washi instead, just because I feel like that would show up better against the black background than if I just used black ribbon. So I'm using this black and white butterfly washi. I really want it horizontally going across the bottom of my layers to kind of pull in that part of the sketch. But I didn't want that to be the only place that those butterflies were, so that's why I decided to add it at the top as well, just so there's some balance. But I'm just trying to get that down, and then I need to do a title and finishing touches. I know I have this one red vellum heart, but there's another red vellum heart I really want to make sure to get on here. And then I have these really cute Reagan chipboard hearts I haven't really used much this month, and they have the same toned red heart, and it's in the same kind of doodly sketchy like look that the floral is, so I really feel like they go nicely with this page, and I really wanted to use them, so I'm getting all of the red, like orangey red hearts used up from the Reagan collection too, and I think that pairs really nicely with what I already have going on as well. So I'm going to get those glued down. I really don't want to forget about the other red vellum heart, because like the whole point of this layout, other than following the sketch, is to get those parts used. I really try to be strategic when I'm doing how to kill a kit with style, and I'm getting towards the end to kind of have a chunk of the product I'm planning to get on each page. So this was the red vellum hearts I really wanted to get used up. And I only have one on there so far, so we'll see. But I'm just creating a visual triangle with these chipboard hearts. I think they look really nice. I love how they're framing my photo in those 3 different areas. I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit with this visual triangle, because then I decided I wanted to include the red vellum heart in the upper left hand corner, which kind of created 4 clusters, which I typically don't like. But I'm still going to do it. I feel like that corner up there was really lonely, and I definitely wanted to pull in some more of these vellum hearts. I got so many vellum hearts in this kit that it's something I'm really trying to challenge myself to get on every layout. And I already had the one big one, but I really like doing these vellum clusters with multiple different vellum hearts, so I'm glad I got those used up. And I even had one remaining pink vellum heart that I decided to go ahead and pull up there too, because I do have this horizontal pink layer, and I think that that cluster up there needed some pink as well. So you can see these vellum hearts a lot better in the close-ups and in person. The way the light's hitting it right now, it looks like they blend in with the background, but you can see them a lot better in person, so hopefully you'll see that in the close-up. But I'm just trying to figure out again how I'm going to glue these down so you can't really see the glue through the vellum hearts. But after I get that down, I pretty much need my title, I'm pretty sure. But I'm glad I got the vellum hearts that I wanted to used up at least. I think those look super cute. And now I'm going to go in for my title. So I'm pulling in the Jenny Alpha Puffy Black Alpha again. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to do my title, but I realized that I have this cute vellum cluster to the left on this pink layer. I thought it'd be nice to run like a short black title down the right side. So I'm just going to say love because it fit, and I love Billy and I love these photos, so that's what I'm doing. And since I had those black puffy stickers out, I decided to pull in one of the black hearts to go alongside my cluster to the left. So this is the close-ups, and that was a lot of fun. I really turned out different than the sketch, but hopefully you can see where I pulled all the inspiration from. Make sure you check out everyone else playing along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, and I will see you in the next process video. Bye.